I'm Samira Mohammed Ali, and you're here at the Talbot for the premiere of Molly Crows.
And tell us how you got the part.
So I got the part for Molly Crows really from an off chance where I went for a casting with the director, and it was just for a small role, and he got back to me and he said, actually I want you to play a lead role, which was just amazing. I didn't give it, I didn't get any rehearsal time or any downtime to read the script because I was literally cast in for another person who was pulled off playing my character, and I feel just completely blessed to have been part of this project.
And it was a bit of a rush, wasn't it? Did you not?
It was a complete rush. I found out, and I didn't know if my schedules were going to clash me filming Molly Crows. I had to cut my time in Romania because I was out there filming another film project, and I had to cut that down literally just to fit Molly Crows in. So I had intensive filming for 48 hours. I couldn't sleep for the last 2 days. Had to travel from Bucharest to Budapest, which was 10 hours. Get on a plane, get to Heathrow to Stoke-on-Trent, and then literally film. And when I got to Stoke-on-Trent, the director did say, "You look really tired and rough, so thank you for getting into character."
Tell us about what you've got coming up in the future.
Yeah, so just off Molly Crows now, I have a lot of work. I'm going to be filming in California a Doctor Who movie, where I'm going to be out there for 3.5 weeks with an independent production company in California, and then I've got another 2 projects in the US as well, which I'm looking forward to.
Thank you very much for talking to us. Just wind up by saying where we can see the film.
Yes.
And you can see the film at...
And you can see the film across Wales now, and also on DVD soon. And we're going to Russia Film Festival, so look out for us there.
Thank you very much. So we've seen the film, and it was terrific. Now I'm back with Ernest Vernon, and he's told me a really interesting... Tell us again, Vernon.
Yeah, well, what it is, Molly Lee, the whole story originates from Stoke-on-Trent and around the Stoke area, which is where I was sort of born and bred. So when Ray, the director, said what his idea was for a film, and he said it was going to be about Molly Lee, I was over the moon and I really wanted to get into the film. So I went for the audition and went for quite a few really, but eventually, yes, got the nod, and I thought, well, how great, because when I was a lad of about 5 or 6, I had this friend and we were told about the Molly Lee story. And I live in a place called Smallthorne, and Molly Lee is buried in a place called Burslem Cemetery, which is just up the road really from where we live. So one afternoon we set off, me and my friend, I'd say we did about 6 probably, in search of Molly Lee's grave, because we were told that if you ran around the grave 3 times and called her name, she would come out to the grave and chase you off. That's what we were told. So we went out one afternoon, but we never ever found the grave, else we probably would have had a go. Having seen the film tonight, I wouldn't have gone anywhere near the cemetery. So that's the little story really. So I was so pleased to be given the chance to be in a film about Molly Lee.
Real incidental and real time, isn't it?
Yeah. It just couldn't have fallen any better, because as soon as he said that, I thought, I just can't believe that he's sort of looking at that storyline.
Yeah.
It was really good. So I was straight in there asking for an audition.
Thank you for telling me the story. That's great. Thank you once again. I'm talking to Phil Emery. Phil, it's nice to talk to you. Tell us about the part you played in the movie.
Right, I play Bill. He's the pub landlord. I'm into drug dealers, robbers. I'm a nosy Parker. I know what's going on in the town. I stitch people up. I tell people tales. And then that's why I get the final scene that I get.
You were really scary. Have your kids seen the film?
My children have seen it and they just say, Dad. But I just love playing a bad guy. I really enjoy playing a bad guy.
Well, obviously your children don't see you in that light.
No. Hopefully not, anyway.
So how did you get this part?
I did a pop video, and it was basically the reason they chose me for the pop video is because I looked like the actress in the pop video, and I had to play a real mean guy in that. and I just enjoyed it so much. It was a moody sort of character, and I actually enjoyed it. And then Ray Wilkes had seen it on Kerrang TV and approached me and asked me and said, "I've got a job for you." And I said, "What's that?" He said, "I want you to play Bill in Molly Crows, because he's a mean guy." So that was the way I got into it.
And it was a pretty good team on the film as well. Pretty
Absolutely
good.
fantastic, absolutely fantastic. I think there's 60 or 70 actors in the film. I only worked with probably half a dozen. That's the way films work. I didn't meet the rest of them. And they're absolutely fantastic characters. Samara is absolutely fantastic. Miles was brilliant. Peter was absolutely brilliant. They're just great guys to work with.
Had you seen the film before tonight?
I'd seen it. We had a premiere in London. I don't know if you know this, in Portabella.
Yes.
And we actually won an award for the best drama.
Out of how many?
700 films. So that's quite an accolade.
It is.
Yeah.
And from here it's going on to Moscow, I think.
It's gone to Moscow. Somebody said it's gone to Germany. It's in France at the moment. It's going to go worldwide. It's going to go worldwide.
Phil, thank you so much for talking to me.
No
you
problem.
were brilliant. I really enjoyed the part you played.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
For your time.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Take a step backwards. Hi, I'm Adam, Welsh Factor TV. I just wanted to ask you a few questions. So what's your name and what part did you play in the film?
I'm Miles Rosovich and I played the part of DC Wells. I'm the investigating officer, so you see me from the start, possibly all the way to the end, but you'll have to go and see it to find out if that's the case.
Brilliant, brilliant. So is this your first feature film?
It is, yes, yeah. I'm very lucky to be a part of such a great and awesome project, you know. I'm sure you've met the other actors, and as you've seen the film, you know everybody.
Yeah, they're all fantastic actors. So did you find it quite eerie filming the scene, knowing it was part of a true story?
Yeah, I was actually saying to somebody earlier on, even the fact that I was there recording some of these scenes, having watched them back, it still made me go a bit goosebumpy, you know. So it's even frightened me, and I was there for the recording of the thing.
Yeah, I can imagine. So what's your favourite part of the scene?
I've got to say the part with the landlord and his sidekick Nick. Every scene that those pair were in, I just loved the way that they bounced off each other. I thought they were awesome actors.
So do you have any supernatural stories that haven't happened to you in real life that you can tell us about?
Probably best I don't tell you.
Oh really? Oh, that bad, is it?
They're a bit too scary.
Yeah. So what are your plans for the future?
Just hopefully to work more with some more great actors, land a few more roles, and just go from there.
So did you enjoy making this film, or you start having nightmares?
I'm not having any nightmares now. I've managed to get over that. We finished production on it over 12 months ago now, so it's kind of subdued inside me, the fear has, but yeah, it was just great to be a part.
Yeah. So the film is based on a true story, obviously, so you know, basically, I just wanted to talk to you about that, and you know, congratulations for the future.
Thank you very much.
See where it goes from there. I'm Adam from Welsh Factor TV. I just wanted to ask you a few questions. So, what's your name, and what part did you play in the film?
My name is Mercy, and I played Jessie in the film.
Jessie, is it? Oh, that's a lovely name. Is this your first feature film?
I don't know.
Have you done any other films before?
Yes.
What, small films?
Some are small, some are big.
Oh, great, great. You were very scary in the film.
Thank you.
So, what was your favourite part of the scene?
Being creepy, I guess.
Being creepy. Oh my word. You did look very creepy. It's good. So, did you have to take any time off school?
A couple of days.
A couple of days. Oh, I bet you missed out on loads of homework. I bet your mum and dad tried to make you work doubly as hard, did they?
I don't know.
Don't know. Oh, never mind. So, so what are your plans for the future? Are you going to have to do some more filming? Or?
Yes.
Yeah? Good. Anyway, it's been nice to talk to you. So I'll speak to you soon.
Okay.
How old were you when you did the movie?
7 and a tiny bit of 8.
Okay, well, it's been nice to talk to you today.
I'm with Jan Wilkes, the mother of the director, Ray Wilkes, who can't be here this evening. So I'm just going to ask Jan a few questions. What do you think of the film Molly Crows?
I've only seen it very briefly once, and it was a bit of an eye-opener for me because, you know, it's just the style of it, the creativity of it, and the shock really of seeing it all put together, because I'd been on 1 or 2 of the locations and seen it come together. But overall, I was very impressed.
Can you tell us what part of the country that the film was actually filmed in the UK?
Several parts of the country, so quite a lot in Derbyshire and in Staffordshire, and I think also at Keele University, which was the old stomping ground for Ray and for myself. We both did our degrees there, so you know, it was just a bit, it's knowing where the locations are and using them, because basically they're relatively free locations in terms of finances. When you're making a budget movie, then obviously these things are very important.
You must be very proud of your son.
Oh, incredibly so, because I can remember when he bought his first Nikon camera, and he worked morning and night at a local market, and every Saturday saved all his money to get his first Nikon camera. He went to a friend of mine that taught photography, an adult class from 10 to 15, 16. So all those things, and I was happy because I knew where he was. And yet all those things have come together now, and you know, and this is sort of what's come out of it all. So no, I'm incredibly proud. Yes.
Oh, fantastic. What has Ray got in the pipeline next after Molly Crows?
I think he did send me a synopsis of another script to have, because I just sort of review, very unbiased sort of look at things, but he's sort of scrapped that at the moment. So I think he's thinking more, looking at everyday life rather than maybe more horror and drama. But I'm not absolutely sure, because he does tend to change his mind. As creative people do, they change their mind every day, don't they? But yeah, I'm sure he's going to be making something, and you know, very, very shortly, very shortly.
Do you know, with the next film with Ray, do you think he's going to use Welsh actors like he's used?
I'm sure if the locations are there and the people are willing, then without a shadow of a doubt, because they were all so wonderful and so positive in the making of this, so why not, you know? I mean, the locations are great anyway, aren't they, wherever you can get. And he did actually email me a while ago, and he said, where's the nearest scary forest to you in North Wales? So there you go, and I recommended Cody Brennan, which is near enough to me, because obviously when you've got to have somewhere for the people, the actors and that to stay. But yeah, so why not? And it's a beautiful country, the most beautiful country in the world, Wales is, and I have travelled.
Thank you very much.
That's shots of her. Yeah. with Natalie Rodney. Tell me about your part in Molly Crow.
Well, I play Susie, and she's a bit of a spoilt brat. She starts off in the movie as just being very up herself, and she's turning 18. And she goes along to this party, and obviously the witch has her wicked way with her, and she ends up, yeah, a little bit. I don't want to spoil like the secrets in it, but yeah, that's basically who my character is. And, yeah.
Tell us how you got the part.
I've known Ray Andrew Wilkes probably for 4 or 5 years now, maybe, because I first did like some music videos with him in my local area, and then he asked me about doing this movie when I was in my 2nd year of uni, and it was like, oh, can I like take it on, because I have to go back from Aberystwyth to Stoke-on-Trent, and I really wanted to do it, so yeah, and then I did some audition videos, and hey presto,
and the experience.
Yeah, fantastic, yeah, definitely. It's my main like passion is acting, and this was kind of like my first big thing for TV and film. So yeah, it was very nerve-wracking. I'm very excited. I just hope everything.
It's a pity Ray's not here tonight.
It is. But he's working for a new company, I think, so he couldn't make it back in time. So which is a shame.
I've been speaking to his mum.
Yes, yeah. She's lovely. She's really nice. Yeah, it is a shame that he couldn't make it tonight because.
And what was he like as he directed?
Fantastic. He's a great director. He looks after you and he makes you feel comfortable, and he's just fantastic. He's a great director. Yeah.
Natalie, it's been lovely talking to you.
Thank you.
We're going to go and enjoy the film now.
Fantastic, thank you.
Hello, Mercy.
Hello.
Tell me how you enjoyed making this film.
Well, I like being really creepy in it because it makes people more scared and like...
Did you have to pull any faces for this?
Yes.
Give me an example. My goodness me, that is scary. Don't look at me like that. How did this fit in with your schooling? Did you have to miss any school?
A little bit of school.
And how do you feel tonight with all these hundreds of people around you, and you are the star?
Really nervous.
You look fine and confident, your eyes are sparkling, you look just the part, you look terrific tonight. I hope we all enjoy the show as much as you enjoyed making it. We're really looking forward to it. Have a nice evening. Thank you very much. Now we're going to talk to your mum. Yeah, I'm with Shayna, Mercy's mum. Tell me about tonight. A lot of people here.
Oh, it's ridiculous, isn't it? I'm not quite sure how to deal with it. Poor Mercy, I said, go on, be a diva. And she's like, there's a lot of people, Mum. Is this what it's going to be like if I get really famous? Yes, only much, much worse. Oh. She's really terrified.
How did she get the part in the first place?
I work as a photographer, and she does a lot of little bits for me. And she did a series of photographs as from like famous films, and we did Child's Play, and she played Chucky. And the gentleman who was directing saw the photograph, asked a friend of his if she knew who the child was. I got an email asking how old is she, because the part's for about 11 to 14. I said she's 6. He asked for a video anyway. We sent it off and he signed her on the spot. So
you must be very, very proud.
I'm immensely proud of her. I really am. It's always been something, if she wants to do it, it's a hobby, it gets her out, it gives her something to do. She enjoys it so much. But something like this, I never thought anything like this. Not in a million years. I thought maybe a couple of extra bits, a couple of creepy films here and there, and that'd be about it. Nothing like this.
So do you think her future now is going to be film-driven?
Yes, definitely. It's what she wants to do more than anything. She has 3 goals in life. She'd like to shoot a comedy, she'd like to be on Doctor Who, and she'd like to guest star on Supernatural. They're her favourite, that is what she said, and she's determined that she's going to do all of these things.
You really must be pleased with her.
I am. I love the fact that she loves it so much. It's hard not to get sucked into it. It's really contagious. And she's one of those children, put her in front of a camera, she goes for it. And there's a scene tonight, there's a bullying scene tonight that's actually quite hard to watch. The secret to that is literally 30 seconds after filming that, she was up and crumping in the corner and dancing away. So it's completely acted, and 5 minutes later she's fine. And yet, before that, she's in tears, she's looking hurt. I never thought when we said, yes, if you want to act, you can act, that we'd get this. Not at all.
Absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much for talking to us.
No problem.
Let's go and watch this incredible film now and enjoy.
Yes, my first time seeing it too.
Oh, is it?
Yes, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh.
I'm so excited. Are you okay?
That's great. Okay, I'm talking to Philip Embry. You were in the film. Tell us a little bit about your part.
Right. I play Bill, and Bill's a bit of a mean character. I'm the pub landlord in the film, and I've got gangster friends, drug dealers. I'm a bit of a know-it-all. I listen, I earwig, and that's why I get the final scene that I get the final scene in. I don't know if I can tell you what that is.
No, don't tell us, because we're going to see the film shortly.
Absolutely.
How did you land the part in
Ray had seen me. I did a video, a pop video, and I had to play a mean character in that, sort of a gangster type in that. And he just rung me up and said, "You're the guy I'm looking forward to play Bill," which was brilliant. Absolutely fantastic.
I understand the film is going to be released next year in England.
Yes.
So this could be into the big time now.
This is what I'm hoping for. This is my biggest film so far. I've been in 4 different films, and I've been typecast as a bad character, gangster type, which I don't mind. I don't mind. I actually enjoy playing a gangster. So yeah, it's great fun. It's great fun. Ray's a fantastic guy, absolutely brilliant. The cast are phenomenal, as you can see by tonight, and they're just great people to work with. Absolutely brilliant.
Thank you very much for talking to me. I wish you the best in the future.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
You're ready.
Okay. I'm talking to Ernest Fern.
Ernest Fern, that's right.
It's good to see you here tonight at the premiere.
Yes, good to be here.
Tell me a little bit about your part without giving anything away.
My part, I play the superintendent. Without giving too much away, what I would say is he knows a little bit more than you might think he does from the history of what goes on.
How did you land the part?
Well, I live locally in Stoke, mainly where it was filmed, and I know Ray, the director, he sort of auditioned me 2 or 3 times to see if I was suitable for the part. It took some doing, but eventually I landed the part, which was very good.
Is this your first film work, or have you had other work before?
In films?
Yes.
Oh, I've done plenty of other films, yes. One called Checking In, that I think comes out in January next year.
Right.
That's about, it's more of a comedy really. It's about a series of events that happen at a hotel in a typical 24 hours. So that one's coming out next year.
How do you feel now between comedy and this
Well,
sort of
this
dramatic.
obviously is a horror, so it's great. So the more roles that you can land with the sort of different genres, the better. I enjoy any genre, but I do have a soft spot for comedy, I must admit. But I do like the horror too.
And the cast on this worked really as a team, didn't they?
Yes, they did. Yes, because obviously it wasn't just filmed in Stoke. We had a spell at Petforton Castle, and that was really good. And throughout, it's been really good for everyone.
That's great. It's very good talking to you. Thank
too.
you very much, and all the best.
Does anyone popcorn? Should we? Yeah.
Single mother and Mercy's mum. And then George Newton, he can't be with us tonight, I don't think. BAFTA-nominated actor from Dead Man's Shoes. We've got Miles Kosovich, and then we've got, he is the leading detective in the film, and Philip Embry, who plays the landlord, and Ernest Vernon, who's the superintendent. Here we are. So a big welcome to all of you here to Port Albert. And if I can take this opportunity to thank all our sponsors: Real Cinema, Tanabe Group, the Aberavon Beach Hotel, Club Class Executive Travel, Fruity Bouquet, Regent, Welsh Factor, Big Candy Buffet, Jam Tarts Mumbles, South Wales Dance Academy, Phoenix Design, and all our media partners, and especially the Evening Post. I'm going to give the microphone now to Samira to talk a little bit about the Better Life appeal.
Hi everyone. Thank you very, very much for coming this evening. There's a lot of my family and friends here tonight, so it's very special for this to happen in Talbot, in one of my hometowns. So it's just incredible to have you all here. Ray Wilkes, the director, unfortunately can't be with us this evening, but he just wanted me just to say a few words about the film, and it is based on a true story. Like we said, it's a low-budget indie film, so it's not one of your typical commercial films that you'll be used to watching. It's very indie, it's very arty, it's quite creative, so I hope that you enjoy the film and you get the storylines in how we shot it. Tonight is not just about Molly Crow's premiering and showing you the film, it's about two charities, Ambulance Wales, which is close to me and close to Reese especially, and it's a fantastic charity, and Better Life Appeal, which is a charity close to my heart and a lot of people here this evening. Thank you.
Now just some quick questions to some of the cast. Well, Mercy, can you tell us what...
Basically, I just like being creepy.
Very, very good. And I've heard some fantastic things about you, and you're in for a treat. A really talented young actress. And the guys, what should we expect from the film tonight?
I think everybody should prepare to be afraid.
Just try not to scream when you see my last scene.
Yeah, it's as a horror one. Being from Stoke as well, where the story originates from, it gave me great pleasure actually to be in the film, because the legend of Molly is well known near to where I live, and I remember as a young boy of about 5 or 6 being told that if you go to the cemetery where she's buried and run around the grave 3 times calling her name, she'll come out and chase you off. We never found the grave, but yes, it's a bit of a chiller.
Great stuff, all right. So hold hands with the person next to you, I think, isn't it? We are raising money for a very worthwhile charity.
I'm with my niece Mira Muhammad Ali, which actually plays a lead part in the film of Molly Crow's. So we've all seen the film this evening, and we think it's absolutely fabulous. I want to ask you, what is your favourite part of the film?
So from this evening, the sort of main scenes that stick out to me is obviously the cut in the tongue scene. Everyone's going to remember that from the film. And another one of the scenes is when the landlord, Philip, who's here tonight, actually pushed me out of the pub and he bashed my head against the door. And that was for real. You know, we had no rehearsals, we had no sort of stunt training. I thought, you know, he'd give me whiplash, basically.
Did you enjoy making the film?
I loved playing the character. I absolutely adore the team. We were like a little family, and just to spend tonight and see the finished film, finished project is just amazing.
How long did it take you to actually film the film, and when did filming start and end for you?
So we started filming back last year, summertime, and I literally got off a plane from Romania because I was filming one of my other projects there. I had to fly into Heathrow after not sleeping for 2 days, and then the time difference. Flew from, well, got the train from Heathrow to Stoke-on-Trent, got to Stoke-on-Trent, and the director gave me a script and said, "You go in, we have no rehearsal time, we're going with this." So it took me nearly 2 weeks to film there with them, and it's out a year later, so...
Oh, fantastic. The film is based on a true story. Did you have anything spooky that happened on set while filming took place?
I'm glad nothing spooky happened on set. I think I would have run off if it did. Yeah, it was very eerie, but like I said, after coming from Romania, I was filming in the woods in Transylvania, so I think that prepared me for this role in this film.
Where can the general public find out about the film and actually go to see the film?
So with Molly Crows, it's out in independent cinemas now. We have a lot of viewings across Wales. So tonight's Portabella, we have one in 2 weeks in Cardiff, then Newport as well. And then we're all off to Russia, so it's been accepted in Moscow Film Festival that we're going to next year. And then you should see it on DVD soon then.
Oh, fantastic. I want to say congratulations on winning the Portabella Film Festival. Was there a lot of strong competition at the film festival?
There was over 700 films in Portabella Film Festival, and us being, you know, the low budget, indie, very creative, we didn't know if it'd go one way that people wouldn't get the film, or it'd go a positive way and people loved the film. And it went in our favour, so, you know, to win Best Drama over 700 films is just incredible.
Oh, that's fantastic. Congratulations on it. Now, I know what you've got coming up in the pipeline, being your auntie. But can you tell us what you've got coming up in the pipeline for the next few months?
Yeah, I'm extremely just, it's busy chaos. So I'll be leaving for the US to film Doctor Who movie for 3.5 weeks, so I leave for California soon. And then I've got 2 projects in the pipeline in the US as well, and I've got to finish off one project in India. So yeah, really crazy for the next 6 months.
Okay, thank you.
The film is just an amazing project to be a part of, you know. There's such a great collaboration of actors and actresses, you know. We've got Samira, obviously, who is just fantastic, and Mercy, another outstanding actress. It was just a real pleasure to get my teeth into something with a bit of substance, and obviously the fact that the story is based on reality, that adds a nice twist to it as well. And it was all shot, a lot of the scenes were shot within my hometown, which is where the basis of the story comes from as well. So it was just a really interesting project to be involved in, and I'm really proud of it.
And you held it together, really. You were throughout as the thread.
From what the direction I got from Ray, he wanted me to carry it through and just be very, very, very calm all the way through. And I was supposed to be the character who was dishevelled and tired, who was just ploughing through this case to try and get to the end of it. So hopefully I gave him what he wanted, and hopefully people enjoyed the performance.
So, have you got anything planned for the future?
Yeah, I do a lot of acting already. I've done a few featured roles on television and a few soaps and things. I'm always cropping up in the odd TV advert. So most people go out and put the kettle on at that stage, so quite fortunately I don't get recognised too much for the cheesy adverts that I do.
And how did you get the part in the first place?
I did cast for it, but strange coincidence, Ray actually knocked on my front door looking for locations at the time. So obviously we got chatting and things. I mentioned what I do and said, I've got the perfect role for you. So it almost fell into my lap really, and I just had to grab it by the horns and do something with it really.
Well, that's a real coincidence.
Just, yeah, I wish they'd all come around that way, you know, save me a lot of legwork, I'm sure. Anyway.
Thanks for talking to me, Mark.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much. Thanks.